Sorry, I was just jamming away there to the.
I do that all the time. Like, yeah, do 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 do.
Good evening, everybody. Evening, fellas. How are you all doing?
Much better now.
Son of a bitch.
tired. Johnny will be back. He's gonna hit things.
So I wish I could make him come back now and watch what he's doing.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Oh, there you go.
Oh
no.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
You're back. It's fine.
Fucking
Evening,
behave
Matty.
yourself.
Evening, Nick. Evening, Tracy. Hello.
Hello, guys.
How are we all?
Haley.
How are we all?
My stock answer to that is living the dream. Anyone asked me that for the last 9 months, I've just said I'm living the dream.
Not been murdered yet.
No, not had COVID, still alive, still breathing, living a dream.
All good qualities to have every day.
Goddamn vaping miracle.
No, that's a goddamn vaping miracle. The fact I'm vaping mouth to lung.
I told you, Vinny, come over to the dark side.
I've been well and truly drawn over for now. My battery's going to die, so...
Look, the whole point of vaping lower wattage is that you get amazing battery life, and you've got no battery.
Yeah, but I'll just say that battery's been in that for 3 days.
There you go.
And it's just a 25 hour.
So it's not even
what happened.
It's not even
I missed
good
one
battery.
week's episode due to illness, and Vinny's ended up on an MTL.
Not always, Chris. Not always. I always have something with power in my hand as well. Got to have the power. Evening, Monty. Hope you're well.
Letting some people come in. Come and hang. It's Friday night. We're gonna chat some shit as we used to do. And we're joined by Mr. Overkill himself tonight. Johnny.
Howdy, everybody who's not in the comment section, because it's just Monty. Monty, how are you? Are you good, man? Are you feeling fresh today? Did you wake up and you're like, today's my fucking day? Yes. I wake up like that sometimes. Sometimes I wake up and I'm just like, no, today is not my day.
That's me daily.
Yeah.
That was me today, man. I woke up, I was like, well, got rudely awakened by the boy at 4:00, and been up ever since. It's had a pretty shit fucking day, to be honest with you.
That's brutal.
Oh, do you know what? I just opened up my laptop so I could have the secondary screen. I didn't realize that I had my private chat window open on the side rather than a comment. So I can see Tracy, Nick, NG, Hales, Monty, Steve. Now.
Amateurs, I tell you. Amateurs.
I'm just gonna close this lid here. Save the LEDs. There we go. Oh, where'd I go? For fuck's sake. There I am. Okay. There we go.
Watching Vinny trying to work out how to turn his computer on.
Hey. And I've got that sus now. Thank you very much. I've got a button on the top of it. It's easy.
What with the word power?
Power.
No, on off.
Press this.
Oh, no.
It's all I need. It's all I need.
Big red button.
Every time you take a hit of that, Johnny, it makes me chuckle.
Yeah, man, we were
I'll show the viewers this.
drawling over that in the before we came on. We were like, what? Like, Johnny, what are you vaping? It's like, well,
This is the Overkill Redonk expansion glass for the 40mm trilogy.
Yeah, I think you'd know if you dropped that.
oh man, you've got to call it the Redonk, and you've got to literally engrave Redonk around it, man.
Yeah, it's happening now. I literally just came up with it now, and that's what's going to happen.
The
That is
Redonk.
what's going to happen. The Redonk.
The Redonk.
I'm gonna move my monitor up here.
You said that's a 30mm expansion glass, right?
Yes, the 30 mil.
30 mil
30
expansion glass.
mil expansion glass.
A
Yeah.
30 mil expansion glass, the Redonk, and then you can do a 40 mil expansion glass called the Redonkadonk.
Yes.
What if somebody wants a 50mm?
Oh god.
Well, that's like
The
that would be like a
redonk-a-donk-a-donk.
fucking dinner plate. It'd be like a saucer. A
And you
tea
can just-
saucer. So
That's it. You should call it the saucer.
I just call it
saucer, yes.
the Milky Way because it just looks like a fucking disc galaxy.
The UFO.
Anyway, I don't. What have we got to talk about tonight?
Let's talk about Klarna
Let's talk about Klarna.
and how a big old bag of dicks they are.
Go on, Johnny, run.
Are they withholding money from you, Johnny?
As we know, Klarna are a paying service that you can have on websites and like for merchants and stuff like that. So I signed up, right, because PayPal is a big old sack of cunts, and they cut everybody's who had a vape account or used anything vape related selling wise. They cut them off. So I decided to add Klarna to the website, and we had one customer sign up to the payment scheme that Klarna offers. So we're like, oh, awesome, this is great. And then Klarna turned around and go, sorry, due to the nature of your business and what you sell, we're not going to accept your application. So I was like, that's fine. Fuck you. Refund my customer or release the funds into my account, please. So 2 weeks went by and somebody got back in touch going, oh, your bank details are wrong. We've tried paying it in. It's not going through. So they're like, we need you to fill out this form. I was like, I'm not filling any forms. Here's my bank details. Fire the money into there, or please refund the money to the customer. And then another week went by and they got in touch and they were like, oh, it's our policy. Fill out the form. Blah, blah, blah. We'll sort it out. So I fill out the form. I send it to them and they go, oh, we can't use that bank because it's not a physical branch, because I use Monzo Business as my kind of online banking and stuff like that. And obviously they don't have a building. And I was like, no, sorry, not good enough. This is a legitimate bank. It is legitimate and legal details that I've handed off to you. Get it done, please. And they're like, we've escalated your inquiry to a higher team. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with your bullshit and your red tape and all that stuff. Just refund the money to the customer, please. And they're like, oh, you could do this. You could do that at any time you wanted. And I was like, why was this not an option at the beginning? Like, why not just say that to me in the beginning? So I log into the merchant thing, and because they've obviously rejected my account, I have very limited access now to the merchant portal. So I say that to them, and they're like, oh, we're sorry, we'll look into this. We'll escalate it to the higher person. How many fucking tiers Klarna have for escalating an issue? I don't know, but apparently it's quite a lot. So today I went onto the portal and I saw that there's a little chat box. So chat with us. So I just went on and I was like, hey, I want to refund money to people. And they're like, okay, what's the reference number? I was like, here's the reference number. And they're like, can you just confirm the amount? And I was like, yes, here it is. And they're like, brilliant, I've done that for you.
Wow.
Just like that.
And it's put that you probably chatted to someone that's paid peanuts to not really give a shit about their job, and they've sorted it for you. And
What
to start
annoys
off with,
me, what annoys me is I know that this is a fucking mouse click away for them to sort it out. Like the dude in the chat. Like, they could have done that from the beginning. So, absolute bellends, wankers, Klarna are absolute big old penises. I will not be dealing with them
but,
again.
what's the crazy thing is I know there's lots of vape websites out there that use Klarna.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. There's loads of them that use it.
So, apparently, it has nothing to do with vape stuff, but the nature of how I sell vape stuff. So, because I make things custom and to order, according to their legal team, this was in one of the emails. According to their legal team, I am what is considered a high risk business for refunds and stuff because I make things to order and custom. So if I just had a mod that I sold, I was like, oh yeah, I have that in stock. There you go. And they could turn around and go, oh, I'm not happy with this. I want a refund. There you go. And I go, okay, thanks. That would be totally different, apparently.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get that.
penises.
Just start selling Just start selling like cotton or something, Johnny. Like
I thought you were gonna say cocks.
Like
I'm just gonna start selling. I'm just gonna start selling dildos, 3D printed dildos, non-refundable. Sorts that whole issue out right there.
Sean, you've come in at the right time there, buddy. And I did see Tracy's comment, obviously, about your massive tanks. Don't forget to pant it.
Yeah.
Because Clyzo will have your ass.
He's already got it. He's already done it. He's done it ages ago. Clyzo's done it. He's got it.
I own that shit, man. I own that shit. Anyway, I just want to say, a few of you probably saw this. Massive shout out to Steam Tuners who literally replaced my cracked tank from Greece within inside a week.
That is awesome. Awesome customer service.
Really good.
That
No
is
charge.
amazing that a Greek company can sort that out as fast as they did, but they can't sort out their own fucking economy.
Literally,
How fucked up is that?
Literally, I just sent them an email and said, look, I bought this from you. Here's the reference of when I bought it. I bought it in December. Like, it's literally just sheared. And they were like, that's really strange. That shouldn't happen at all. No question, like what juice you're using it, because it says on their website that you can use any juice. They rate the quality of the material used. It won't tank crack with like some of those harsh juices. They're like, yeah, not a problem. Send us a photo. That's very cool. Send us your address. We'll get a new one out. And literally within 2 minutes after I sent my address, I had a TNT notification. It'll be if you're on Thursday. It's just insane. I know it's only a little piece of plastic, but like
it's not the point though, is it? Like
that. I mean that means I return to them when I want to buy a product.
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make sense? Like
yeah.
I'm
sorry, I was just reading the massive comment that Keller's just put.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
Hella.
It's like a page from the Bible. Like,
it's an essay.
And Luke said to James, like
thou shalt not send vape gear in the post.
Yes.
That's what he said.
Yes, that comes into force, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Very soon now.
I see there's other companies that have got involved as well.
Yeah, FedEx.
States,
so
FedEx
as well.
and DHL.
Hello, Facebook user.
So yeah, that's USPS, FedEx, UPS, and DHL. All in the States have all said they will not send vape equipment.
I was on another live with the Mad Viking. I don't know if you guys know him. Yeah. And he was saying that when they mail juice out to people, they put it as sexual lubricant on the packaging.
It don't get questioned.
And it doesn't get questioned. And when they scan it through, like, obviously, like X-rays, it looks like bottles of something. And you're just like, well, fuck opening that.
That's super.
Yeah. So I might start doing that with my mods. It's like just personal vibrators. Like imagine seeing the X-ray of that. Like just going through.
Custom Hitachi attachments.
Yeah.
Custom made sex toys.
Yeah. Yamaha butt plug.
Oh God.
Good evening, Craig.
Yeah, Craig.
Anyway, I wanted to touch on something. I don't know if anybody saw it. So last night I was sat here while the wife was asleep on my computer watching stuff, and I was on YouTube, and I came across the latest in Inside the Mines, Jay Hayes, and just watching it. It was on, and this is a surprise for you, but it was on about. So he had obviously Jay was on. They had Mike Vapes and they had Dash Vapes, and I don't know if any of you know Dash. What his channel was, 460,000 subscribers, and he got 3 strikes within a month, and his channel's gone like that, just gone. Like,
not getting it back either.
Doesn't look like he's getting it back. And they had Mike on because Mike woke up that morning and he had a first strike for a video that he put on a new product, and there's nothing wrong with the video at all. He doesn't put a link, he doesn't even mention a website, and he got a strike. Yeah, it looks like they're starting to crack down seriously hard on stuff, and it was kind of shocking, really, to see it. Like,
Yeah.
It's getting a bit fucking mental. America.
There's no
But
other platform out there, though.
But you could go onto YouTube and express all of your religious views that you wanted, regardless of how extreme they are, and they can't touch you.
Yeah. Well,
How insane is that?
They were saying there was they came across. They were talking about a video that Jay came across on YouTube, and it was let's just put it this way: it was of an adult expo, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And he said,
Expo,
and he's like 10 minutes in, he goes, there's this woman like fully naked, guy fully naked. It's been on YouTube for 3 years. Anyone can access it on YouTube, and it's not even that, it's monetized, and it's like got nudity in it, which is fully against the YouTube rules.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Completely.
And he's like, yeah, but I can't talk about a vape product.
I mean, if you could just send me that link so I could like check that out and verify it, that would be great.
Yeah, it's www.pornhub.com.
Right, let me write this down. Right.
To be honest with you, mate, in Google, you don't even need a www.or.com. Just.
Who am I kidding? It's saved as a fucking bookmark in my browser. So.
Only have to press the letter P and it knows exactly where I'm going. Not
Exactly.
Really.
Yeah.
Hello, Rabbit. Even though it says family Facebook user, but yeah, hello, family. Yeah, that's going to be a rabbit. Hello, Chris.
I just want to apologize
hello.
now if I seem really uncomfortable at times. So, not so long ago, maybe about a month or two ago, I've discovered Alpro soya chocolate milk, which I don't know if any of you have ever tried, but it is a phenomenal chocolate milk. Oh, I love it. I could drink gallons of stuff. The downside is that it makes me like a fucking bagpipe, and I genuinely like it's bad. Let's just put it that way. So
I know that pain, Johnny. I know that pain.
So for the respect for you guys and you the viewers and stuff like that, I'm basically plugging myself. Like I'm clenching at times. So if you see me like bracing,
Let it go, Johnny. Let it go, bro.
no, listen, the camera has a very good microphone on it, and the last thing you guys want to hear in full high def audio is me shitting myself. Like that is not something anybody needs to hear. Yeah.
I just want to.
You'll give any competition.
Yeah. Since I upgraded my microphone, I've had to mute it when I know one's covered.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Actually, the button's actually not to throw. If you just see me mute and then just a look of like,
yeah.
I just want to say something. I was really concentrating on filling my tank because I have no nib on my bottle. The nib has actually snapped. It's one of them pull-out nibs, and the nib snaps, so I can't even take it out and put a replaceable nib in. So it's a nightmare. That's why I was concentrating so much. It's like,
yeah, I've run out of all pepperoni juice.
I mean,
have you, Chris?
Oh,
yeah.
Schnookums, it's all right. You can get some more.
Oh, yeah, I can do in a week or two. Unfortunately, I can't get any more of that bloody toffee apple because somebody decided they didn't want to make any more.
For now.
Ooh.
It's moving. That flavour's officially moving over to the vaping Vinny range.
Josh, you said you weren't going to say
Bloody typical Vinny nicking it.
It's 25 quid a bottle now, Chris.
Yeah.
and I'll go to the shop and nick a bottle.
And it only comes to 25ml bottles as well.
Yeah. Quid a mil.
No, 10 mil.
Quid a mil.
You'd be cheaper vaping petrol.
Yeah, I remember when that became all the rage. Those little fucking 25ml bottles.
Yeah.
Man. And they used to piss me off. Like you're just getting into a flavour, you're like, fuck it, I'm out. Like pointless. Like, especially if I suppose now I vape on a lot more tanks, it probably lasts a bit longer. But when I was vaping on like 0.06 fucking mech builds, it's like 25ml bottle lasts me about fucking 10 minutes. By the time I've wicked the cotton, like juiced the cotton in the wick, I'm like half a bottle's gone.
That is something that I hope to see the back of. Like, as all of you will probably be aware of, the whole kind of review of TPD stuff, kind of in the pipeline. I'm hoping that we see the like 10 ml bottles just
Johnny,
disappear.
They're going.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm a little behind the times.
I think it's going to be up to 100 ml. The only bad news is they're going to tax us on the nicotine. But if they only tax us on the nicotine, it's not going to be too bad. To be honest, I think we got off lightly if it's just on the nicotine. But it looks like they're going, and the 2 ml tank restrictions going as well.
Way fucking ahead of me. Way ahead of you.
2 litre tank there, Vinny.
Yeah.
I can't reach mine. Mine's around there. I've got the old original Mason dump tank. That's why I need That's why I need an Overkill mod to put it on.
I sold mine a while back. I had 2 of them. And it kind of like money was kind of getting to a pinch, and it was in the firing line, unfortunately, for stuff. So I got rid of my dump tank, my 40mm Mason dripper, my my Colorado. I sold that on as well. The only thing I still have is my Fat Boy Alliance.
Oh, I had one of them.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare.
Yeah.
That California one, that's the one with multiple coils, isn't it? You can put multiple coils in at once.
Yeah.
You can fit about 15 in it.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Oh god,
that is quite good though. Well, when I first saw that, Johnny, I thought it was a massive vape band.
You do get great Wi-Fi signal off of it. It is pretty awesome.
Does it come with 5G yet?
It does, yeah. I like those bottles, actually. I think they're pretty good for running things. Yeah, I mean, they do have their benefits, but at the end of the day, I think just for the environment side of things, I mean, for people like me, I buy like 250 ml bottle shots, and if I'm making up a 1.2 ml liquid from mouth to lunging, I have to use like 20 of them fuckers in one bottle, and that's just 20 plastic bottles that I then have to dispose of, which is annoying. But yeah, I mean, I do like them for that exact reason, that you can kind of try stuff before you get it, which is cool.
I'm sure they'll still exist. It'll just be
But I think it would do a lot of companies good if they just did free sample packs and lined it up on their websites where it was like 1 per customer. And if that customer then came up and tried ordering it again, it would flag on their systems and go, "No, you've already had a sample pack. You scrounging fuck. You're not getting them."
That would me not going on any websites whatsoever.
Yeah, but you know, I've got what? I've probably got a good 6 different email addresses, and I can get it sent to a good 6 different. I can get it sent to my house, my work, my mum's house, my mother-in-law's house. not that I would ever do that. You know what I mean? Like, but there are people out there that would do that.
Yeah, there is, unfortunately.
I get such grief. Evening, Kevin, and evening, Lee Winks. I hope you're both well. Lee Winks, special big thank you for the King's Custard snapback, buddy. I absolutely love it. It's awesome.
Yeah, that is amateur. 6 is amateur, yeah.
I think I've got 6 vaping Vinny ones.
I'm only saying 6 because my wife might be watching. She only knows about 2. Oh.
Digit
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Unlocked. Just leveled up, man. Just leveled up.
Just leveled up, yeah. Has anybody been playing games recently?
No.
Well,
me and Josh aren't really gamers. Chris is Mr. Gamer.
Yeah.
I game a little bit.
I haven't really had the time either, which has been sad.
I'm very much a Fortnite person, which tells you everything you need to know about my gaming.
Ew.
Fortnite. Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. Let's move on swiftly from gaming. Johnny,
Yeah.
obviously, I was watching your live the other night of you making that mod, and I was fascinated by that. How did you get into doing it, mate? I don't think I've ever actually asked you that question.
What making in general or live streaming it?
Making in general. Not.
I was the way to say live streaming. I just kind of stuck a camera on my workplace. And just
I kind of know how that works.
No, it was about 3 or 4 years ago. I built my first just box mod for myself. I'm a lot of folk don't know. I'm self-taught when it comes to the whole kind of soldering thing and stuff like that. So it was all just kind of like I just wanted something for me and to make it for me, and I made it, and it turned out really, really good. And a friend of mine was like, "Oh, could you make me one as well?" I was like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll have a go." And then it just kind of snowballed. Really, it just kind of became. I got better and better and more efficient and quicker and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, stuff like that kind of comes naturally to me for kind of tinkering. I grew up with like. My dad's a naval engineer, a retired naval engineer, and my grandfather as well was a naval engineer. So, I mean, I pretty much grew up in a house with Lego and, Meccano and all that kind of stuff. And for me, growing up, taking things apart just to see how they worked and then put them back together was always something. Bye, Josh. Fine. Is my story that fucking boring? Right?
No, I am still listening. I am still listening.
Just in trouble with the wife.
She's discovered the other 4. Yeah, so it just kind of comes naturally to me to kind of take stuff apart and put it all back together. So this wasn't too far away from that. So
watching you build that mod, it just did look like it was you knew exactly what was going and when and where and when you had to clip it. And
it's
obviously you've done quite a few.
For me, it's all a process. So like I do things in kind of a weird kind of pattern. So like I'll prep all my wires first. I'll measure them and cut them and then trim them and stuff like that before I even turn the iron on.
Yeah.
And then it's just a case of just kind of going through the motions, if you like, of mounting the screen and soldering the plug wires, the button wires in, and then the positive negatives and then everything like that. So yeah, I mean, it's just part of what I do now is kind of not go through the motions because that makes it sound really boring. I love doing every single one that I do. Yeah. It is a lot of fun for me. But yeah, I just thought, why not? Jesus fuck. I just thought, oh well, there must be other people that are interested in this sort of thing, and if it helps, kind of, I like being transparent with how I operate and I work and stuff like that. I think it adds a very kind of human side to Overkill, rather than just being kind of like this faceless company that you get in touch with and then a couple weeks later your mod arrives, sort of thing. I like people to kind of tune in and go, oh shit, that's my mod that he's making. And I would think that would be pretty cool if it was me in that situation. So I try to stream as often as I can when I remember.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the way in the chat everyone's guessing why I went off cam.
Yeah.
We know.
He's missed his train there and he's not followed through.
We've been talking about Pornhub and stuff like that, and we know.
I'll tell you what it was. It was cold this morning, so I put on 2 pairs of socks. Short pair of socks and a long pair of socks. And I'm sat here and my feet are fucking boiling, but I can't remove the long socks without taking my trousers down. So because they were too high, but these jeans are quite tight. So I just went off and had a quick costume change. Basically,
it's sat there bollock naked from the waist down now.
Think of me like Christina Aguilera at the VMA Awards. Lots of costume changes.
Oh, right.
What's I'd rather from the waist down.
That's pretty boring story.
So yeah, which I can't even remember which mod it was that I was making when you were watching. Was it the Dominator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much up my street, that.
Yes, I'd show it to you, but it's away. It's off in the post today to its home.
I used to be very much a power hungry vapor. Very much so. I've done the whole lipo thing countless times.
Ash is only saying that because I still have his wholesale order that he's placed. And
that's sweet talk, though.
Yeah, that is, and it's working. So thank you.
Well, if you like seeing Johnny on, I think the plan is you might see Johnny a bit more regularly on the channel. That's
I'm down for that.
I might be letting things go, so we like having Johnny on and might be on a bit more often.
I love being a poor decision. I mean, that's how I'm with my current partner now. It was a bad decision on her part. So yeah,
I like that.
But yeah, so I got a cool, like, Dean made a cool poster for the Overkill Midnight Live Wire, which is what I've called it. It just seems so natural to not call it a live wire, like wire session. So yeah, so it's most midnights, Monday to Friday, and yeah, it's just me working on a mod of the evening.
Yeah. AC, I was going to say AC/DC are going to sue your ass.
They don't know how to work the internet.
Let's hope not. Well, yeah, I like I said, I found it fascinating watching you do it, and just the way it was so natural for you to do it, and it was, it didn't put me to sleep in the slightest. It made me more awake.
It makes me really nervous because normally when it comes to wiring a mod, so with the dominators and the regulated stuff, the DNAs, an hour tops is all I need. I can have them wires cut, soldered, and testing it within an hour, as long as I'm not paying too much attention to the comments section and stuff like that, and I don't distract myself. But I do get quite nervous because I am very aware that other people are watching me, and I end up making like stupid, silly little mistakes. Like I'll drop something, or I'll go to put a tool back and I'll miss where it goes, and then it falls, and I'm just like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, Johnny, come on!" Like, yeah,
that's just part of doing it. I did the amount of times I've cocked up on lives and dropped stuff, and doing a coil build, and the coil goes flying off. Yeah, I've done all that. It's part of the natural human process now. It's shows how organic is, I suppose, in a way, if you want to be a bit fancy about it.
Yeah, and I quite like doing that. So I like to share what I do. I will say, however, the last live feed that I did last Friday, so I had the idea in my head, right? We'll do a community project build, right? Yeah. And on paper, this is an amazing idea because getting everybody's kind of like influence and opinions and ideas and stuff, and then bringing that all together. And I was live feeding the kind of me working in CAD and, doing all this stuff. Unfortunately, it was kind of a happy accident, but the child then started to play up and I had to leave early. But I would like kind of watch the video back afterwards and I go, that was fucking horrible. Like too many cooks in the kitchen. So when especially during like the design side of things, I really go in myself. This sounds retarded, but I really go in myself, and I have little debates with myself, and I'll correct things multiple times and try different things in CAD to see what they look like and fitments and all that sort of stuff. And with everybody going, can you make the back hexagon and the front a triangle? It's like, okay, we could try that. And it's like, can you do a 12 cell lipo one? And it's just like, okay, guys, I think we're kind of getting a little off topic. And so I decided from that night we probably aren't going to be doing that anymore. I'm going to do other stuff that's kind of R&D related. So I was showing you guys the drip tip that I made. So I think when it comes to making molds and casting resin and maybe even like setting the printers up and calibrating them and getting them set up for prints and stuff like that. I'll maybe do stuff like that. But I think when it comes to the design side, I like that all to myself. So sort of thing. But yeah. But I did hammer out a design for a triple series resin cast mod that I have called the Trimecta. Because how fucking cool does that sound? I don't think I can. Can I do a screen share?
Yes, you can on here. Yeah,
I can't. Yes, I can. Right, I'll get it loaded up and then show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
we can
also share videos in here now. If you load up a video, it's a new feature on what the platform you use. If you hit share, there's video file, and you can preload in as many video files in full HD quality as long as you want.
That's pretty cool.
So if we've got things we want to put, and you can load them in, and you can make them different sizes and different volumes and all sorts of shit. So sorry guys, that was not needed. Actually, me telling them that on the show. I could have done it off the show, but we can do that.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're literally just hearing about this now.
Yeah, it's because I actually pay attention to the equipment we use.
I just pay for it and stream. It doesn't matter as long as it works. I don't care.
But yeah, literally that little share box at the bottom. Click it. You've got screen share or video file, and you can just put in what you want. So
now you've distracted me, Josh.
I know.
So what I'm about to show you, I'll see if I can't get it up here. Hang on. Is the kind of concept, if you like, for the Trimecta. So let me share screen, application on the window.
Will it work?
Will it work? Let's see. Oh, no.
Hi, Jack.
Here we go. Can you see it?
No. Oh, yeah. Wait there. It's down at the bottom.
So if I add it to the stream, there we go.
There you go.
So this is the kind of idea behind it.
I like the purple. I don't like purple.
That's just a card. That's just card.
Yeah,
I like it in purple.
Yeah. So this texture will be fully customizable. This is just a fun texture that I added to it because I'll be printing it in resin and then casting it. I can get a lot more like epic detail into the mods. And then your button will be kind of over here, and I'll do something around this area. But that's a 40 millimeter top. And this will use battery tubes, so you'll be able to fire your 21700s into it. And that's kind of where I'm at so far with it. But I do this kind of like once a week. What's happened? What's going on here? Stop sharing. Right. Am I back?
Oh, we get some insider info.
Yes, that's kind of where I'm at. And I do this. I do every Friday. I kind of take a step back from mod building and allocate some time for like designing stuff. Just because if I did Monday to Friday building mods all the time, I would never come out with anything new. And I like coming up with new ideas and stuff like that. So yeah.
That's so cool.
Can you jumpstart a car with it? Sean's asking.
Possibly.
Actually, you used to be able to do some of the old lipos.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but lipos are different.
I am going to be working on a dual lipo regulated device called the Medusa, and it is going to be a 4S lipo in parallel with another 4S lipo on a DNA 250C chip.
How many cells in them lipos?
4 each, so you'll have 8
4S,
cells.
Sorry, you said 4S, didn't you?
Yeah, so it'll be a 4S lipo in parallel with another 4S lipo. So the chip will still think it's just a 4S lipo, but you will have basically the benefit of this mod will be length of use out of it.
Yeah.
So you'll have battery life for days.
You just made Vinny blow his vaping wad.
Vinny's gonna get it and run a K-Fun on it at 15 watts for 6 years.
I had a 4S It was something ridiculous mile-wise. I got that paranoid about the 4S getting too hot. I had an inbuilt fan in it to cool the lipo down. I can't remember what build I put on it, and then I hit it, and it killed me. I literally died, and then I worked it out, and I think I hit it at about 950 watts. Yeah, the second time I hit it, it ignited the cotton.
Yep.
Jack Duffield wants to know how much are they when they're done. I'm assuming it's the 3 battery.
The 3 battery one. So the 3 battery one is going to be kind of the first in our kind of premium range. So they will be more expensive than what we currently offer. Yeah, always hammer to charge it. Yes, but yes, it will take a fortnight to charge it. But the beauty of it is it will last you a month. So that'll be great. Yeah, so it's gonna be starting at least in like the 250 to 300 range, just because of the kind of added work that'll have to go into it with printing it on the resin printer and then molding, then casting, and then any kind of polishing and stuff like that. Plus, I've been chatting with a company. I think they're based in Lithuania or Poland, but a manufacturing company that does custom CNCing. Because I want that top section to be metal. I want that to be a nice metal plate that sits the 510. So that won't be cheap. So yeah, the price, the overall price will have to reflect the kind of work and materials that go into it. So I know that not everybody's going to want to buy one, or everybody will be able to buy one, but the kind of small pool that will be able to and like to spend that kind of money on that type of mod and stuff like that. That's what I'm hoping to tap into.
Yeah, it's actually a bigger market than you think.
Yeah.
There's people out there that are, you know, I'm part of a few groups out there, and some of the mods are ridiculous. I say ridiculous. They're worth what people want to pay for them, and they're worth the work. You know. You're looking mods getting close to 4 figures sometimes. You know, for a mod. But these aren't mods. These aren't mods you leave the house with. They're something you buy and you prize it, and you use it at home, and you use it like 5% of the time. The other 5% of the time it sits on the shelf, and you look at it and go, "That's fucking mine," and I love it. Do you know what I mean? It's so that's the kind of the market I'd like to tap into.
Here's a thought for the metal part on the top. Maybe have a matching Acid X printing on the actual metal of the design on the sides.
No.
Just add extra, detail to it.
And this is why.
Imagine the extra costs that's going to put on the CNC time.
Well, that's just it. The CNC, the kind of, it could be acid etched or even laser etched, which I've also been looking at and stuff like that. But that would be getting a custom plate made for every single different mod would be of a huge expense on the CNCing side of things. I would just be better buying like a laser etcher and doing it myself than spending the kind of money that it would cost to get.
It's different when you go to different. You go, this is the design I want 100 or 50 of them. And they'll make them and they send them over, and you've got that batch. Then when you got the next batch, they've already got the CNC made up, and you go, right, I want another 50. It's. But if you're changing the design every time on the top, it's like, well, they have to make one and then do another CNC and another one, and it just adds up.
Yeah.
Do you know Oggy, Johnny, Morningstar? He might be able to do something on something like that.
I have heard. I don't know him personally, and it's very possible I've chatted with him in the past. But yeah, his name gets thrown around a lot when it comes to laser stuff.
He's got to be one of the best vape machinists in the UK.
Yeah.
Guys are genius.
But I know the guys over at Merle's as well. And the gentleman that you just mentioned, whose name I've already forgotten because my brain doesn't hold on to information for longer than 2.3 seconds, is another name. The resources there. I just need to get what I want kind of ready and finalized and go, here you go. Can you do that for me, please?
Yeah.
And hope to God that I have enough money to do it. So.
I suppose you need to do it. You need to probably make some in other materials, make sure it all fits, make sure it's all right. Do it again, do it again, do it again. And go, now it's perfect. Yeah. Now I said, yeah. And you can literally just send them the CAD file ready to go.
Yeah, and that is the whole point of the kind of R&D Fridays, is so that I can do that kind of refinement on things, for things like that. Otherwise, I just never get a time to sit down and do it.
The reason why I threw Oggy's name up, Johnny, is he does a hell of a lot of CNC and CAD designing himself. He does motorbike parts and car parts and things like that, not just the vape parts. That's why
that's pretty cool.
He's got, his mind is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Awesome. I used to spend like 4 hours in the early hours of the morning watching him in his factory, and he's explaining his CAD designs, and then started doing the CNC side of it, and then all of a sudden he's got a tube in his hand. It's like, where did that just come from? It's just like, yeah, it's done. I was like, I must have fell asleep. Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, he has a factory at his disposal,
which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Every time you do that, it makes me chuckle, Josh.
So my child broke my headphones the other day.
Oh dear.
This is not a picture that was sent, like, built in with this particular model. Oh God.
No, they're not going back on that.
Yeah. So I have a new pair of headphones coming soon. I went super high tech. Can you guess what pair of headphones I'm getting?
I don't want to guess.
Josh,
middle brand.
I'm going with Neurophones.
Oh.
Have you seen these?
No.
So apparently, right, these are like the most incredible headphones in the world, apparently, according to Neurophone. And the reaction videos are phenomenal.
Josh works for a sound and vision company. He could help you out.
So Neurophones they're like over ears, but inside there is like a cup that has what appears to be a dog's penis that sticks into your inner ear, right? And then they played the bass, so the middle bit that goes into your like ear canal, right, and is what provides the highs and the mids, and then the outside is what provides the bass. And there's 80 millimeter drivers in these things.
Did you just admit live on air that you are basically sticking dogs' penises in your ears for bass?
Yes, I will be sticking small penises in each of my ears.
I mean,
we will not watch any of your reviews without laughing. There,
I'm at the luxury that over my time in the industry that I work in, I've got to try and own some pretty incredible headphones. So we won't get on to headphones too much because this is a vape channel. But
sorry.
Any of them had dogs' penises?
No. I mean, you can argue like these are proper sort of IEMs. So that I wear for the stream, like proper in-ear monitors. And these are my daily driver headphones, you know, and these are about 250 quid a pair. And they're like my daily driver walk around headphones. And then like next to me, I've got these, which I never wear. And that's an £800 pair of headphones that I never wear. And I've owned other ones.
For £800, you could probably hire the artist who plays you the music and in your front room.
Oh, yeah. I never realized headphones were that expensive.
So I'll tell you what, I went down the subscription route. So you just pay like £12 a month, and they send you the headphones, and apparently, according to Neurophone, they map how you listen to music through their app and stuff like that to give you the individual, the best possible sound for your ear. And so I love techie shit like that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes.
I mean, it really kind of depends what you want from a set of headphones as well. You know, there's many different headphones for different things, so and earphones and stuff like that, and they vary massively. So, you know, like I said, I don't get me wrong. That's an I didn't pay £800 for that set of headphones.
The wife is watching.
And the ones I have, she knows, like it's perks of my job, mate. Unfortunately, you know, perks of my job. But you know, another set I made, the ones I used before that were, and if any of you are into sound, Sennheiser HD 800Ss, and they're £1,400.
Yeah.
You know, so that was when I had my little hi-fi set up downstairs, and I couldn't listen to music properly because of the kids. So I had that, and I had the matching Sennheiser headphone amp, and that's a £2,000 headphone amp that just powers the headphones. So that was when I was really into my like audiophile. You know, my hi-fi system downstairs was probably totaling 15 grand.
And my phone, a pair of 12 quid earbuds. My sister
see if you are not first in line to buy one of my resin mods. I would be very disappointed.
Unfortunately, that was back in the days when I had, and like I said, it's perks of my trade. Do you know what I mean? Let's put it this way. I get a lot of deals. So if I want to buy something that's, you know, I can go to the company, I can sort something out, and I get. And lots of my stuff wasn't new, so it was second hand and stuff like that. So it's just about, but it's all gone now. I now use a set of active cash downstairs, you know, and they're fine because they're out the way of the kids and they can't destroy it. But when you've got that much money's worth of hi-fi downstairs and you've got little kids hitting it, you're like, no, like so it just got sold. It got sold. So, but I kept a few things. Like I do use these occasionally if I'm listening to tunes or whatever. But that's about it. But these are my daily.
I'm looking forward to these headphones.
Yeah, man. I want to hear your honest review on them.
I'm gonna do a live unboxing and first reaction.
Putting donkeys in your ear.
Yeah, you'll be able to see the tiny penises.
They called them the Red Rocket.
Yeah. Hey, you guys want to see something cool? I showed you this. I kind of showed you this briefly in the pre-thing, but
I actually really like that pink.
It's such a good pink.
That is what you call a hot pink. I'm gonna rename that. I need to think of a fucking name now.
Pink Rocket.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been experimenting with resin inlays on the 3D printed mods, just for a giggle, and they're actually coming out pretty good.
I imagine that's incredibly fiddly.
It's not really. So all I did was I had a lot of leftover resin from I did an Addy stand, Stormtrooper Addy stand, and the drip tip. So I made up more than what I needed, obviously, just for fucking about. And I was like, oh, I've got some left over. I'll give this a go. So all I did was basically just kind of put it on top and then scrape off the excess and then let it cure. So that's the pearl white on the Galaxy Black.
Oh, that looks nice.
So I haven't sanded this down at all. And yes, it does look nice, but it also kind of looks like I filled the void with semen, which isn't the greatest. But yeah, it has this beautiful kind of pearl to it, much like semen. And it's I think it's gonna look really good when it's all done and polished and stuff like that.
The pearl
I put a lot of love. I put a lot of love.
The custom overkill pearl necklace fill.
That's taking customization just a little bit too far.
The pearl
Like semen into every mod.
A little bit of Johnny in every mod. Oh, Jesus.
So yeah, it is Nick's pink, just FYI. So it is the same pink that I used for Nick's LXV box.
Yeah, he loves that box.
I've had it sitting on the shelf for a little while because I haven't really done anything with it, and I was like, oh, I'll try filling it with some resin and see what happens. So I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out. So I might make this kind of I might roll this out as a kind of an extra bit of customization for more for a premium. So yeah.
So that's the SQ topside squonk, and they're looking 40 quid for a bottle. Can you not get them off SQ's website? Are they not on SQ's website?
or is it from SQs, or perhaps try Dovpo website as well. And if nothing all else fails, Scott, drop me a message because I have a spare one with mine that I don't use.
Yeah, I was going to say I sold mine the other day. You could have had the spare bottle.
Yeah, I've got a spare bottle side in my box. Just here, in fact, I think.
Yeah, if Metallica can use blood and semen on an album cover, then yeah, you get away with it.
Sweet.
How much was it, Scott? 40 quid. I'll do that for half the 40 quid. or that nice snapback you got the other day. Anyway,
Josh.
Evening, Josh. Evening, Chris.
Hi,
Blimey,
Chris.
Hills.
He's back.
Yeah, he had been on for ages.
Where's
So
your
obviously-
friend gone, Josh?
Whose friend?
Josh,
Oh, yeah, where's Colin?
Don't know.
Oh. Your biggest fan isn't there.
I might have taken a road trip the other day and
Broke his kneecaps.
you don't need kneecaps to watch a YouTube video. Stream.
No,
But
but you
is
need
that
a
on my glasses? Can you
need a
guys see that
pulse.
on my glasses?
pulse.
No, I didn't. He didn't jump. I was really disappointed he didn't jump. Like
He's trying to do that
He
thing.
he leaned in as well, and I was like, "Oh, golden opportunity."
Does anybody remember the video board game Atmosphere? Anybody
No.
remember this game? And it's like it was played. So you put the video in. That's like it's VHS, and you watch the video and you play along with the video. And it's basically like you're each like a character. So like one of you's like Baron Samedi, one of you's like, and it's like a horror game. There's one point, the youngest, come here, and he gets really close to the screen. You go, come closer, and then a lightning bolt flashes, and he turns into a skeleton. It's like, rah! Like first time we played it, I was about 6, and I was the youngest. I fucking shat myself. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then obviously we played it loads more after that. You don't jump that time because you know what's coming. But it was really good game, man. Atmosphere is brilliant.
I jump really easy as well, though. Yeah.
I know. We put videos in our chat. Like Paul always puts those videos in where like this like get really close to all of a sudden it's like a clown running towards you. And Vinny every time it's like, nope, I'm not watching it. Nope.
I have
We
a
all
rule
turn
in my
around and
house
go,
now.
"Oh, really funny."
I have a
Blah,
rule
blah,
in my
blah.
house. When I do stuff, when I'm working or I'm playing games and stuff like that, I sit in, like, when I'm gaming, I'll have the lights off. But when I'm working, I'm obviously very kind of involved in that. And too often my partner has come in and she will tap me on my shoulder while I've got my headphones on, so I don't hear her come in. And I honestly, like every single time. So there's a rule now. Anytime she comes into the room and she knows that I'm working, I make her turn the lights on and off so that I go just to avoid soiling myself.
The last thing you want to be doing is like soldering up a mod and her coming like tap you on the shoulder. You just ram the soldering iron straight into your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a good look.
No. What a story, though. What a story.
What a story. I was going to say, have we got a call wall? I think we've only got one item in the call
Yeah,
wall
we've got Johnny's one item. I haven't added any others to it, but there is one
Has
in
anybody
there.
else, just really quick, has anybody else done a vape shanty?
I saw yours. I loved it.
Well, I actually put a thing in my group, Johnny, because I actually ran a competition to do a Vaping Vinny sea shanty and offered a prize. It's actually still open. And so far, I've had one entry.
I like just 2 years on now. He's a pro and he can't wait to the next expo to buy himself a custom mod. He's going to buy a custom Overkill mod.
Wow, that is not how it goes. I mean, I would maybe rewatch that video.
It does. I put it on I shared it onto my page, Johnny, as well. I loved it. Absolutely awesome.
It was
I
something
sat-
like that.
I sat and did that in an afternoon. Like, I was like, I'm going to go viral. I'm going to be the next Nathan. If this takes off, I'm going to quit making mods. I'm going to get a record deal. I'm just going to I'm going to live the high life. And it got 400, 500 views so far. Somebody asked me a question on TikTok. How's your day? And it's me sat on the sofa like a fat fucking pie with a Pop-Tart going, I've got Pop-Tart, mate. I'm pretty good. And it has over 1,000 views on it. And I'm just like, what is wrong with people?
Yeah, the other day I
Yeah.
really wasn't expecting to open to TikTok and just see Johnny's face just staring back at me.
See, I don't have TikTok. I've not.
No, I don't do
I don't have
TikTok.
TikTok, but obviously I saw it on your Facebook. So
Yeah, I should do more TikToks, because there's a guy who has like 2 or 3 million followers, and he's like, "Is this a blog? No, it's a 3D printed thing that I made." And then he makes a joke, and that's it. His videos are like 10 seconds long, and that's it. That's all he does, and he gets hundreds of thousands of views on every one of his. And I did a cool video of me in front of one of my printers to a Eskimo Cowboy song, which I thought was hilarious.
Which Eskimo Cowboy was it? Hyper.
It was, yeah. And it's the printer. The printer is like moving back and forth in time to the song. It's like da 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 da, da. And it's me just me in front of the camera going like that. And I thought it was hilarious. I creased myself when I watched it, and yeah, it wasn't very popular. Apparently, the biggest views I've ever had was 1.2 million views on one video that I did of me vaping a crisp.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I
It's
think you
brilliant.
mentioned that last time you came on.
And then I got on board with the creator account. So with the creator account, I can basically monetize my videos. So however many views it gets, they give me like a little bit of money. So I was like, oh, I'll repost that video in the hopes that it gets like another 1 million views on it. And it's like floating somewhere around like 30 or something like that. And I was just like, I do not understand how this technology works. Like at all. At all.
You're not a woman with the tits half hanging out, shaking her ass. That's why. That's really all.
That is the title of my next video right there. It's going to be
clickbait.
Oh, you are not nicking our moves and tubes idea.
We're never going to execute moves and tubes.
Moves and tubes won't happen. We can't do a calendar with moves and tubes on. No way.
I don't know. Some of our fans have said they don't like it. Don't know why.
Did you just refer to the leaguers as fans?
Well, yeah.
Oh my
Followers,
Lord, Christopher. It's going to his head,
I'll
people.
doing up another can.
Chris is going to become vape famous.
Do you know who this man is? Do you know who the fuck he is?
Because we don't.
I don't know who the fuck I am.
Just reminds me of being out one night in a club Exeter called Timepiece, and Matt Bellamy from Muse was in because he's a local lad, and he was being a dick, so the bouncers kicked him out, and they were dragging him out. It's like, do you know who the fuck I am? And that, mate, I don't give a fuck who you are. Out of my fucking club. I literally just fucking launched his skinny ass out the fucking gate. It's fucking hilarious. Like, and I love Muse.
Sean
like,
too. We're not fans. We're just bored on a Friday night.
So yeah, back to your cool wall.
Yeah, let's do the cool one. We've got one thing. So Vinny did put it up, but I've literally had the day from hell. So I was I
actually was meant to give an idea, but I kind of totally forgot.
Anyway, let's do a very short cool wall.
Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?
Anyway, it's the cool wall. And my worst Jeremy Clarkson impression.
What?
That was
Is that who that was meant to be?
No, it wasn't.
Wow.
I can see a photo, but I can't actually tell what it is. So, Johnny, if I put the picture up, can you tell everybody what it is?
So Aspire made a hookah for vaping e-liquid through a hookah device.
Okay,
I actually think that this is severely uncool, to be honest with you. And I actually suggested it as a joke, and Vinny was like, "Holy shit, this is awesome!" And I was just like,
I actually really like the
Vinny,
look of it. And I'm not talking about the woman, I'm talking about the device.
Just think of all the cool custom-made parts you can make for that bad boy, Johnny.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I know that became a bit of a thing, didn't it? Like lots. I know a couple of companies released like like hookah type flavorings, like
Yeah.
fucking
Do you know what?
juices.
I actually hate to say this. So at my first expo, I walked past one of the Chinese counters, and they had a hookah style vape, right? So what you did inside, it had your e-liquid, and then on the outside was a liquid that you filled with a liquid of your choice, anything, Fanta, wine, right? And you could taste the vapor, your flavor, mixed in with the flavor of what other liquid was inside of it. I'm pretty sure this was super unhealthy, but I was like, my mind was blown by this. And there's a video of me somewhere going, it tastes like wine. Oh my God, it tastes like wine. This is amazing. It's wine. And I look back on it now, I'm just like, what a fucking dick.
I remember seeing another company did a tank that had that sort of concept, and it had like a tank on the inside, on the outside.
I bought one. I made them sell me one at Expo. Like they were like, oh no, sorry, we don't sell it. And I was like, you're gonna sell it to me. I will give you cash money right now. Sell it to me now. And they ended up selling it to me. I used it for 15 minutes when I got home, and I was like, well, this is kind of shit now, so I'm not gonna use it anymore.
Good old Expo hype man. Like so then I saw a review once, and I think Bogan did a review, and it had juice on the you had like two tanks, so one on the inside, one on the outside. And you like put your juice in, and then you put like another liquid. So here, I think you put like whiskey in his, and you were like, it's like
it wasn't the pagoda, was it?
Oh, it could have been.
Might have been.
It could have been. And another thing, I remember at the last expo I was at, we were in the Modders Gallery, and there was this crazy French dude there from a company called No Go Zone Vapor, right? And they had this cool fucking RDA that he'd made, and he did these cork drip tips, and he was fucking dipping the cork drip tips in like fucking sherry. He's like, so when, and like
bourbon as well.
And like,
God, how French is that?
Like,
we will take a
I'll tell you what, though.
Put it in the whiskey. Like,
mate, he was mate, he was a proper crazy French dude, man.
That is awesome.
Like,
he looked like a mad scientist, didn't he? He was a bit.
For anyone that's watched, has anybody watched The Boys on Amazon Prime?
No.
But if you watch it, there's a crazy French dude in that, and he was just like that, like fucking.
See, on Crazy People, so I follow a lot of people on like the TikTok, the vape people on TikTok, and something I've noticed that a lot of Americans do that really grinds my fucking gears when they vape is they do this. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Swishing the vapor around your mouth like it's some kind of fucking Bordeaux. Like... What is
I'm
wrong
so
with you?
gonna do that on my next juice review.
Yes,
you're doing it wrong, Johnny. You don't inhale it because you wouldn't drink it if you were taste testing. You'd spit it. So just in the mouth, like a cigar. I can't actually just hold it in my mouth. Like it just comes out my nose.
But so many people do this, and I tried it, and I was like, you get no additional flavor at all.
No.
Like, yeah, detecting subtle notes of hipster bullshit with it. Oh, that's good. That's brilliant. There was a video of two dudes working in a vape shop, and they were obviously like making like a funny video, but I noticed that they were carrying guns on their hips. So clearly the state they live in is like an open carry state. And I watched the video, and I was like, I wasn't paying attention to anything that they were saying or like the jokes that they were making. I was just noticing like the 9mm Berettas that were like strapped to their waist. And to be fair, these two dudes looked like they should carry weapons because they used to get bullied like fuck in school. And this, like, they were one mass school shooting away from like being on the news. Like, this is what these two dudes looked like. And the comment section was hilarious. Why are you carrying a gun? Why are you strapped? And they're like, I'm not waiting 10 minutes for police to show up at my shop when I can sort it out in 1 second. And I was just like, that is so American. Like, it's not even funny.
Nick got that tank, the Smoank Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah.
You actually got it, Nick. Jesus Christ. Bless you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm by no means a wine drinker, but if your wine tastes like vinegar, you're drinking the wrong fucking wine.
I don't like wine.
Wine's all vinegar.
I can't drink it. It makes me see red wine. Genuinely feels like I'm drinking a hot ball of lead afterwards. Like it sits in my stomach, and I can feel the grapes fermenting further inside of my guts. It is horrible.
Like, I'll be honest, like not so much from this channel. I'll drink average beer, but I am proper 100% craft beer wanker, right? Okay.
Do you have a BrewDog subscription?
No, because
you're not that big a wanker then.
well, no, because right, I'll be honest. I'm drinking BrewDog right now. But BrewDog isn't considered craft beer anymore. Do you know what I mean? It really isn't. It's they did their thing, blah blah. You go on any of the craft beer pages and you mention BrewDog, mate, you'll get your ass kicked in about 2.5 seconds. So, but like, yeah, and I have tried some weird beers over the time. So, one that was called Big Ass Money, right? And this is a 16% fucking. It's basically a barley wine. Fuck me, man. It was a barley wine, 16%, and bought it in the pub, and they only served it in a third. You can only buy it in a third of a pint. And a third of a pint was 12 quid, right? I was like, yeah, fuck it, hit me up with that, James. Like going there all the time. I used to drink in this bar all the time. You could go to a bar. And the great thing about that bar, James lets you vape. Like, yeah, fucking vape away, that's fine, not a problem. Like, as long as people aren't pissed off, just do it and just be respectful, blow it down. But yeah, like, yeah, hit me up there because you only allow one, Josh, to finish this. Like, can I have another one? He goes, yeah, all right then, issue. Okay. So more the fact you're selling me a third of a pint of beer for £12. Like, do you know what I mean?
For the cost of 3 pints.
Yeah, but I'd rather drink two. I'd rather drink 2 of those at 24 quid than drink 10 Carlins at 24 quid.
Oh, Carlins is horrible.
Do you know what I mean? I saw a great post today. If you walk back into a pub after all this is over and the first pint you order is a Carlin, you are not welcome in a fucking pub.
I'm not a big like ale or like beer or craft beer kind of drinker. I quite enjoy, this is gonna sound fruity as hell, but I quite enjoy cider.
Yeah.
I like all different kinds of ciders and stuff like that. But one of the ciders I've really been enjoying recently is the cheap ass cider you can buy from Aldi.
All right.
So they do like kind of their own version of like the kind of Copperberg or Recordling cider, and it's really nice. It's called Alska, and it costs like £1.20 or something like that for like a big 500ml bottle of it, and it's beautiful. Buxton Brewery. I said that horribly. Buxton Brewery.
Don't they do water?
Kingslayer. It's a double IPA.
Oh, nice. I have no idea what that means.
Basically, it's double. Basically means it's double hopped.
Right.
So hops go in.
Still have
hops go in at the start of the mixture, and then they dry hop it at the end. So when it's done, they just fucking chuck a load of hops in, and it just makes it intense. So.
Do you know what? I would love to do that. I've been asking my partner for years to get me a home brewing kit so that I can make and bottle my own cider.
No, but you can pick up really good ones and not very expensive. And cider's quite easy to brew, dude. Like cider's not hard.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like I would love a go just to say that I have.
Do you know the hardest beer to brew is lager, because lager takes a lot of refinement. That's why lager's all shit. Unless you're drinking like good German lager, because it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort. Lager's the hardest beer to brew out of all of them. I know we've got well off track on this fucking call, but yeah,
this is why you bring me in. I am the disruptive guest.
Lager, so this is why the IPA quite easy.
Stout isn't too hard to do. It does come out quite decent. I've done a fair few of them. IPA just tastes like shit. cider, that wasn't that bad. You can actually do it with a shit ton of pure apple juice and just yeast and sugar.
I just imagine there's a corner in your house that just has piles of cans in it. There's no bin. There's no bin. It's just like a chair that never gets used.
Little secret, right? So literally just over here, I've got a big chest of drawers, a wall, and every night before I do the show, I empty the big bin that's there. So literally all I have to do is chuck it in the wall and it goes in the bin. So it looks like I'm being really good. But I could literally chuck it anywhere in that direction and it'll go in the bin.
It's not. It's a big pile of cans, really.
Yeah.
Mate, I have to share this bedroom with my wife. Do you think she'd let me get away with that?
I mean,
Yeah,
she
'cause it's
lets
your
you have a
problem,
bin
the
full of used cans. Like,
There's a little old lady comes in every Sunday with a shopping trolley and picks them up and takes them for recycling.
Saying that, I'm looking at my wife's desk right now and there's 6 empty cans of Diet Coke. So, like, she doesn't put hers in the bin. At least I put mine in the bin. Just so you all know, my wife works from home. That is her work desk. So,
Quick, come here, Trax, Josh. You might watch.
she's not watching. She doesn't want to see me anymore. She's like, "Great, he's upstairs. I could not see him for a bit." Anyway, back to this Cornwall.
Yes.
We'll put it up again.
so yeah, it's a vaping hookah, an e-hookah that Aspire made, and this came out a while ago, actually. But it's very rarely seen. I've never seen anybody like videos of people using it or stuff like that. But if you go onto their site, you can buy it, and it's the weird thing of it is, right? So it looks absolutely ginormous. It is a dual 18650 device. And it uses Aspire coils.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a
I've not got
Nautilus.
one next to it.
See, all the rest of that hookah does not come with it.
Yeah,
It
I
is
was going to
just-
say.
It is just the black bit that sits on top.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, well, so you have to have you obviously have to have the rest of the hookah yourself.
Yeah, you need the entire kit to
I mean,
kind of
To be
make
honest
it
with you,
work.
like I can walk into a shop opposite my work that's like a
Oh,
like
yeah.
and buy one, and do you know what I mean? They're just a random shop. Like they've got them in there, so it's like, yay.
See, I've
Yeah.
never used a hookah. I've never actually tried a proper one or anything like
No,
that.
me neither.
I have quite a few times. Like, there's in Exeter on the quay, you've got and there's a bar down there, and you can go out there. You sit outside, and they get some food, you get some beers, and you can rent the hookah, and you can just sit there like 5 of you just puffing away on it. Like, yeah, this is fucking great. It's not. You look like a fucking dick to the hundreds. To the hundreds of people that are walking up and down like this beautiful old bit of Exeter, like the quayside, lovely. You'll say,
It's
yeah.
like those people you see using oxygen bars.
Oh god.
Oh.
Like your breathing mate, and you're fucking paying for it. Bell end. It tastes like strawberries.
Is she vaping in a fur bikini, or is that just hair overspill? Jesus Christ.
I'm going to go with hair over stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I think that's a fair bikini.
Bikini wax.
I don't think it's a fur bikini. I think she's just did some lingerie and she's just got like a fur rug covering.
Got a furry fanny, basically.
There's so
weren't-
many things wrong with this picture. Like
Yeah,
I look at pictures and I overanalyze things. So first of all, where exactly is she sitting? Because it's very poor lighting. Like, is she in her house? What is she leaning on? Does she does her neck hurt? Like, I'm concerned for this woman's posture.
I'll
Like,
be honest.
maybe her spine just is that shape, and she's just sitting like she normally would, propped up, like doing the hookah.
When you look at this picture, right, she is very obviously photoshopped in, and I reckon that is ripped straight off some porn site.
Pornhub. Yep.
And what she is holding is
That's
something
some
else.
good cock.
Yep.
What she's
You know
holding
what?
is
I think
something else.
you
and-
guys need to scrap the cool wall, and we should just have a section on the show where we tear apart a picture that looks sus.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
It looks like, she looks like she's got 2 kneecaps as well.
What?
Well, most people do. Jimmy. Like,
No, in
And most
one leg.
people have 2 legs.
hang
don't
on, let
have
me
2
double
legs.
check here.
In one leg.
I have.
In one
I
leg.
also have two. One
Josh,
and two.
it's a very small rug, Josh. Yeah.
Definitely very 70s.
It's a hooker on a hookah.
Right, it's a hooker.
Right. Anyway, I think this is. I think it deserves the shit bucket. In all fairness,
Shit bucket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrible idea.
100%.
I think it deserves. In fact, it's almost getting to.
Should we just put it in room 101?
I think it just needs to go into. I think it needs to go further down than the shit bucket.
Right into the diarrhea.
I think it needs to go in the LXV medieval long drop. That's what it fucking needs.
Oh, I was so excited when I saw that picture, and then he just told me it's that little bit of mob at the cell, and I was like,
Oh.
Could you imagine Vinny just sitting on his sofa, half naked, like Jabba the Hutt on that?
I need a bigger rug than she's got.
You got a bigger rug than she's got.
Oh, Jesus. Oh. No.
I'm taking it for a bit.
Right. Medieval shit bucket. Hands up for medieval long drop shit bucket.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Right. We're not that we've got this, but while we're on this kind of subject of odd vaping devices, what are all your guys' thoughts on e-pipes?
I love the thought of a big, massive, like Gandalf style one.
I think it is the most pretentious piece of shit anybody could make. Like,
right?
It's vapor. It's vapor, my good man.
One of my
Fuck
favorite
right
companies.
off.
One of my favorite companies at the moment, Limelight. They make quite a big selection of e-pipes. You can buy them, and they are not fucking cheap, right? They are really not cheap. Like some of just for the battery compartment, you're looking £300-400 plus. Then you need to buy the fucking. Then you need to buy the tank to go with it, and then the fucking drip tips. Like you could be well into the £500 mark before you've got it, and then you buy the fucking holders and all this sort of shit.
Like actual pipes, like meerschaum pipes, where like you look at it and you go, "Well, fuck, a lot of work has been put into that." That looks amazing as a collector piece, but I think pipes in general, I just think of grumpy old man at a bus stop with a bowler on, puffing away like.
I'd love to do that.
My stepgranddad used to pipe.
What you did there, Johnny, is you literally described Vinny. That's what you did. Vinny's gonna, I can just imagine Vinny sat there, like in his fucking Chesterfield, with a fucking sat in his Chesterfield with a fucking open fire
and a whippet,
a whippet that's also smoking a pipe, like in one of those fucking shitty with a little dram of whiskey and his e-pipe, like fucking like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go.
Overpipe.
The overpipe, the killer pipe. It'll just be a cup holder that you just put like a fucking.
Johnny's just gonna go. No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna make a mod called the fucking pipe bomb, and you guys are gonna fucking love it. And it's gonna be a fucking 18 battery fucking series fucking e-pipe.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah. I'll get it. I will put that inside just a little speaker that just like you press the button, just goes.
Or when you press it, it goes, "I'm a massive douche."
Douche.
Talent.
I'm a massive dick.
I mean, I get the marketplace for it because if you're a pipe smoker and you want to get tobacco, you want that kind of a pipe.
Yeah,
and
in all
like,
seriousness, if it was like a direct replacement thing, then yeah.
And pipe smoking's fucking probably like for mouth. It's like cigar smoking, like the fucking the amount of fucking. I mean, I'm not saying that smoking's good because it's not cancer, but fucking mouth cancer and tongue cancer and fucking shit like that you get from cigars and pipes.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's just hideous.
Yeah, my dad was a big pipe smoker. He used to import his pipe tobacco from the Isle of Man because it was duty free. It used to come in packs of kippers from the Isle of Man, and that's no fucking lie.
My step granddad used to do the same thing.
Yeah,
I
just remember the smells and things like that. And,
See, I will give you that. Pipe tobacco and pipe smoke smells incredible.
yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, but obviously when all the flavored tobacco got banned, pipes, anyone that used to pipe it, like I remember there's a little tobacconist, and I'm not sticking up for tobacco, but there's a little tobacconist in Exeter called McGay's, right? And it was the most amazing little shop. You'd walk in there and they had their fucking
just give us a minute while we laugh at the name.
Children.
That is now going to be my new burn. That's just
yeah. But it was a great little. It's this tiny little shop, and they had all their fucking crazy weird cigarettes. And then they had a humidor that you could go into and get and they had all their fucking pipes. And it was kind of like back when I used to smoke. It was like. You'd always go in there to treat yourself. Like I remember my missus used to go in there and buy herself a fucking pack of Sobrani colours on her birthday. Remember those coloured cigarettes? All different colours with gold fucking tips. And it was the only place when I smoked that I could go and buy Davidoff Blacks because I thought I was cool. But yeah, McGay's is a beautiful little shop. When obviously they took away all the flavoured tobacco, and actually before they closed down, they moved over and they sold loads of vaping stuff. Like they were one of the places you could actually go and buy e-liquid before they were vape shops in Exeter.
That's cool.
It was, so at least they tried to move with the times. They don't. It's now a cafe. It's McGay's Cafe now. It's like that's what they do. But yeah, it was. But it was a bit weird. And I know it's tobacco, and I'm not a supporter of tobacco at all. But it was such a great little shop. Do you know what I mean? It was like, just had this whole. It was sort of the essence of a vape shop. That's what it was. It's kind of like that. Yeah. It had people in there that you knew, and this, that, and the other, and
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
where everybody knows your name.
McGay.
Maybe imposter smoking.
Yeah. You walk in and they're like, Norm.
I know, like Tracy just said, the tobacco shop in York had 120 different pipe tobaccos. It's long gone now, And fair enough, rightly so. It's killing people and it's terrible, and we're trying to get rid of that. But people built livelihoods from that, and not in the way that they're killing people. They're just selling something that people want.
Yeah.
So and it could be very similar to what's going to happen in the States to vape shops soon enough. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
They used to have pipe comps to see how long they could keep a set amount burning.
Yeah. Yeah, mate, have you not heard this before?
Start the timer.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's what they used to do, man. But come on, to an outsider that isn't a vapor, we go, we used to have cloud comps who could blow the biggest cloud. Like, fuck me, that is gay. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is lame and hipster. But to us, it's
fair, I still think that in some groups. Like, I still think that now of some groups. So, do you know what I hate most? And this is gonna sound weird, right? I love the vaping industry, but the worst thing ever to come out of the vape industry was the fucking cloud check and the fire back. So I nominate Tim, and Tim, and I nominate Johnny, and Johnny's over here is like, you can just fuck off. Like, I'm not doing that. Like, can you not just vape like a normal person?
And then you did one. They were like, that wasn't good enough. You have to do it you have to blow as many clouds as they did for equal length.
Like, just get in the fucking bin. Like, just vape.
In every single video that you have that backdrop.
But
the markings.
But the argument is that was part of the whole community spirit. People used to get involved, and that's dropped off massively. In the last like year and a half, that's gone from kind of being a thing to not being a thing at all.
Yeah.
I do come off as sounding like the biggest anti-vapor ever. It's just like, oh, go and blow a big cloud, Johnny. No, No, I won't. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. I won't do what you tell me. Like,
I'm not. I love this community and everything about it. But yeah, like I used to get nominated so much, and I would just ignore them. Like the whole call outs, calling you out. It's like, can I not just vape in peace?
Chris, get on it.
I'm calling you all out. Vinny, Johnny, Chris, chat. Yeah, Johnny's gonna beat me. Like,
I'm not a real vapor anymore. Oh no, I've lost my title and all respect because I coughed.
You mean like Vinny did? Not last week, the week before, when he dry
I
heated
need to purge.
I
And we're
can't
back.
believe you muted.
You don't want to hear it, honestly. Like
if
the
you
volume of wind I have inside of my body is unnatural.
I was gonna say, I thought you were taking the piss out of actually just purging a Mac. Like, it makes perfect sense. If you
No, yeah, like no, totally purge your mech. It does make 100% sense.
Oh.
Do you ever worry that as and when the expos come back, they will flop? No, I actually think that when expo comes back, it is going to be the most insane expo we have ever seen.
I'm more
God,
worried. I'm more getting worried now that this sort of thing might become a thing of the past. I hate to say it. Like,
see, I'm totally opposite. I mean, if you think about what expo is and what it is, it's a massive showcase for not just vapors to kind of congregate, but for companies to really kind of show new stuff and things like that. I think when they come back, it is going to be that opportunity for all of this missed time and from like meeting up with other people. You know what, Vinny? That was a piss poor attempt. Leave it to Josh for the chuck-in. Okay, it didn't even make a good sound when it hit the wall.
Oh, I'm out of beer now, so I'm not chucking. I'm not chucking.
That wasn't the wall. That was the floor.
These
I think
fuckers
when
are too.
A millimeter past his desk.
I think when the expos come back, I think they are going to be insane.
Yeah, I think
And I really hope
the first one back will be mental.
I really fucking hope it just fucking sells out. Like, boom, sold out.
And I hope, my hope is that when they do come back, it will be like the first two expos when all of like the big American companies came over and it was a huge spectacle and stuff like that. Because I noticed that the third and the last expo that happened was really it was missing all that kind of big American wow and companies and stuff like that. And it was just all Chinese vendors and UK vendors and stuff like that. So I really do hope that when they do come back, it is just massive and it's just a massive thing.
The last one I noticed, all the Americans were in the sort of the smaller stalls to the sides. Do you know what I mean? And you walk around, you're like fucking bump into someone like fucking names elude me, man. I mean, obviously, every expo I've been to, I spent a lot of time with Ariel from Immortal. I was on the team then, this, that, and the other. Great to fucking hang out with him. You meet other people. It's fucking great. Like, and I don't think any of you experienced the Chinese, did you? The fucking like.
I don't understand them. They go, and I understand. I get that they're there to show the new ages.
I wasn't all about that.
Not the Chinese companies.
The Chinese meal. So
yeah, I get why they're there, but they're not there to sell stuff. They're not there to like.
Here's a prime one. So last expo we were at, the new Orion had just literally been announced, right? The Stabwood Orion Pros.
Yeah.
And the hype was amazing because the original Orion, the Orion DNA, had fucking the expo before. I didn't think there was a person I saw without a fucking Orion hung around their fucking neck with Nick salts in it or something else. You know, they were fucking everywhere. And Mike was like, I want one of these. My mate Mike was like, I want one of these. I fucking want one. So we went down to the fucking Lost Vape stall. He was like, have you got them? And they're like, oh, we've got a few. He's like, can you send one? They're like, no.
Yeah.
But why not? He's like, look, I'm happy to pay. Like, I don't want a deal. I just want to fucking buy one. They're like, no.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
And it's
why?
like-
What's the point?
It's like, why are you even here? Like,
The amount of money you've spent to come over here to do that.
exactly. Exactly.
And
All
if you're
about them wholesale orders.
but they could get
But
the
it
wholesale
was-
orders anyway. It was a popular product. They were going to fucking sell them.
It was great when the first expo I went to, which was the second one they did, and getting to experience all of the US juice lines, like phenomenal flavors, like absolutely amazing flavors. And then the next year, I was so excited to go and get more bottles of like stuff from SVRF, I think they were called. They did a chocolate milk flavored vape.
Yeah,
Called the Golden Ticket. Yeah, Golden Ticket. And it was honestly the best chocolate milk flavor vape I have ever had in my entire life. And they weren't there, along with countless other lines that companies that just didn't come because for whatever reason, probably expense. But yeah, I do hope that when everything kicks back off again, that's the other thing that annoyed me. CBD dominated the last expo, and that was really annoying. Because I get CBD and I can see the benefits of it and all that stuff like that, but don't come to an expo, a vapors expo.
Have a CBD expo
with your fucking poor man's weed juice. Like, just fuck off with that. Like, yeah. So no, I do hope that when they come back, I have high expectations that it is going to be absolutely insane, and we'll get all those American guys back.
Yeah,
I will just throw in. I think that'll be next year. I don't think that'll be this year.
I mean, I said this fucking 8 months ago.
Last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Don't be so negative, Josh." I was like, "No, I don't see it happening." Like, I just. And
I can't know.
What is going on will end eventually. This is not the first pandemic that has ever happened. It won't be the last, but it will end eventually, and things will eventually go back to normal.
Yeah, and hopefully be better suited for the next one because they do come around.
Yeah,
they do come around. And this one's obviously very different to things like the SARS and Ebola and stuff like that. They've been very sort of localized.
Yeah.
It's just this one's very contagious, but it will come around. It will happen again, and hopefully the world will be more prepared for it next time.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that may if they do a May Expo in 2022, it should go off. It does.
Oh
it really should do. I know I'll be buying my ticket straight away. And
same here. Hopefully,
Josh, you don't need to buy one anymore.
No, I don't know. The only thing is, the last one I went to, I bought a weekend pass, like a VIP pass. Walked in, and Mike was like, "Oh, there you go. I got you this. It's just a fucking trade pass." I'm like, you fucking asshole! I've just paid fucking 65 quid, like 60 quid to get in it. Like, he's like, "No, just have that." It was great though because then I could go around and go, "Yeah, I'll sort you out." Like that was nice. But like,
and you gave me the T-shirt, and it actually fit me.
Yeah. I was like, I bought my VIP ticket, so I get a goodie bag. Anybody, mate, it was. I was like, "Oh yeah, I bought a VIP ticket, so I get a gift bag. I don't really want it." A video was like, "I've never seen anybody take something out of my hand so fast." It was, "I'm having it."
This is Vinny.
You see, you never get the gift bag. It's on a press pass.
No, and I had one from the expo before, which was just. Yeah, I've got a Vapor Expo T-shirt in there that doesn't fit me because I've got fat. Like it's the wife wears it more to bed. Do you know what I mean? So, Sean, I mean, you've got to come to an expo. I mean, I know Vinny only really ever comes for one day. I always go for the whole weekend. Like
same here.
Just hang out with friends. Like usually, I'll share a room.
By the time the next one comes out, I will probably have some product out, so I may well be involved a little bit more.
And what I was planning, annoyingly, the expo that I was planning, one that we didn't go to, the first one we didn't go to because it got cancelled. Usually we have a hotel, and I was like, "Fuck it, we should all just get an Airbnb." Like, I found this fucking awesome Airbnb about 10 miles away from the NEC, and it slept like it sleeps like 8, and it's a fucking huge place. It's like, and it actually works out cheaper for all of us to stay there than it does to get a hotel.
That would be so messy.
So messy. More to stay there than it would to stay where I do stay when I go to the expo.
Yeah, which is home. Yes, we know, Chris.
Yeah.
You don't
Tracy,
live 200 miles away.
They
Sorry?
are strangers, but we're all strangers with a common interest. And it honestly does feel it is probably the friendliest environment
Yeah.
you'll ever be in. Like,
But do be warned, keep your eye on the mod because there are some nasty little fuckers in there that will take your shit.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
happened to a few people the last couple of years.
I've lost one.
Oh, I didn't even need that one. I don't even care anymore. Don't even care anymore. I couldn't react as fast as what my arsehole could pump that out to mute the phone. So
I remember the last expo, and some guy stole a product from the Evo booth.
yeah, I remember that.
And they worked out who it was really quickly, and that shit went around the whole expo. And that guy, I think he came back the next day and took it back and like groveled, didn't he? He was like,
They gave him the opportunity to return it without any question and not make a big thing of it, which, to be fair, on Evo's part was pretty decent. I wouldn't have been so nice. I'd have been like, "You're fucking scum."
Yeah.
Like,
I would have just beat the crap out of him.
But it disappeared from the scene though completely, didn't he? After that,
it was someone quite well known as well. Wasn't it? The thing. So, yeah, I think he was owner of quite a big group actually at the time.
Yes.
And but yeah, it's just like why do that, you know? And the thing is, at an expo, if you ask them, they'll probably sort you out a ridiculous price anyway.
Generally, yeah.
I know. The last expo, they were just Eva. I think we just pretty much said the whole weekend just selling everything at fucking wholesale.
Yeah,
and the amount of stuff awesome. Shifted. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, you want it? Yes, this price today. This price today. So
I'm gonna say I bought a few mods from there a few times, and they sorted me some decent prices.
Yeah, I mean, I've gone up there with too much money and come back with not enough.
The time I got my hog off Brian Harrison, now that was the biggest bargain I ever got. My King hog. It was a display piece. It was the last day of, I think it was the second or third expo. And I was like, I want to buy a hog. And he went, well, we ain't got any. I went, well, what's this one? He went, that's just a display piece. I went, how much do you want for it? And he turned around and looked at me and went, 60 quid. I went, tell you what, can I have a snapback frame one with it? And he got a deal. And he went, yeah, man, sure. Yeah. Sold it about 2 years ago for 200 quid.
Would that be a mutual friend of ours?
Yes, it would be, Chris.
Yeah. I remember you actually turning up with that. You wouldn't let anybody touch it, use it. The year later, they had it, and I spent the next 45 minutes just giving it, the being all and end all on it. Mate, that thing was cool.
You say wait for the Sunday if it was go. I mean, I know not everybody can go on the Friday, but go on the Friday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's where you get all the good deals.
Like Friday. Obviously, you have to because they let VIPs in now on the Friday.
Yeah.
If you've got the right pass, man, the deals are to be had.
My hopes is the next expo I can go as a vendor.
Yeah.
And just come down with a load of mods and have a good proper expo experience as a vendor. I would really like that.
Even if you can get in the modders gallery, do you know what I mean? The modder gallery, I don't think it's not ridiculous expensive to get into and just have some mods there. Do you know what I mean? It'd be a good thing to do.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah. Even if you just go on one of the days and go, right, I'll do it on the Saturday. The Saturday is usually the busiest day. You go, I'll do it on the Saturday, and you can take as many mods as you can take, and you'll probably shift them all. Do you know what I mean? So
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, right then, guys. I think we should wrap up. We're getting close to where we like to end it, unless anybody's got anything else they'd like to add. I'd personally like to thank Johnny, and Johnny will be coming on, like we said earlier, a semi-regular basis now, because he just brings something a bit different and livens us up a bit. Even if it's just his farts.
Yeah. Which I can guarantee there can be more of. This can be original.
But yeah, Johnny's going to become a semi-regular member of the panel, so that'll be quite cool.
And next week, just so you all know, next week we have our old resident American correspondent, Rabbit, joining us. So he's going to give us a lowdown on some. Let's see how bad it really is in the States, because if anyone knows, Rabbit will know. And we won't try and make it an American fest, but it could turn into that. But
I'll be
come
there.
and join us, and it'd be nice to have Rabbit back on the show, man.
Yeah. It is just a one-off. I would like to add, although it may be a reoccurring one-off every once in a while. We'll just see how it goes and see how Rabbit is as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to having him back on. Definitely. He brings an energy with him, does the Rabbit.
I've only just noticed that my name is Mr. Overkills because I forgot to erase the S when I took hands out of it from my last stream. So that's embarrassing.
I thought you meant that on purpose. I was like, yeah.
Yes, we will, Scott. We will be doing a second part of our charity auction at some point this year. I've just been involved with an absolute massive one. Yeah, you changed it, Johnny. Which absolutely exhausted a lot of things. So we're just going to give it a little bit of time, let everyone recover from that one.
We're going to let that raffle scene, auction scene, just calm down for a few months because
we've just took £4,500 out of people's pockets in 2 auctions. So we'll give it a bit of time and then we'll go again. Definitely.
Can I do a quick plug?
Yes.
Yeah. So merch is coming back this weekend. So you will be able to order hoodies. We've got a new UK-based supplier, which means I ordered stuff one day, it came the next day. It was like 5 hoodies. I was blown away. So we've got a new supplier. Also, we're going to be adding a wholesale section to the website for companies that want to place larger orders so they can sign up to the wholesale kind of price brackets and stuff. And I forgot what my last one was going to be. Oh, yeah. Valentine's Day discount is coming. So if you haven't, sign up to the website because we're only going to be sending it to people who have registered on the site. So, yeah, boom, there you go. So you can finish the rest of your show now. There you go.
How big does your merch go, Johnny?
What size chest are you?
I'm not saying that on the air. I generally take about a 5XL.
So, fucking hell, man, that's like a tent.
Yes, I'm a big man.
So the highest that I've seen so far is 4XL, but only in certain colors. But the supplier that we use have a vast range of different brands of hoodies that do different sizes and stuff like that. So,
right.
If you have a size that isn't listed on the website, you can get in touch with myself, and I will go on the hunt for your 5XL fucking.
Yeah, Johnny, is one of the brand names Go Outdoors by any chance? Is one of the brands named Go Outdoors?
Coleman's actually.
Well, what's going on?
Yeah.
The comment that I was going to put up has just disappeared. That's the one. Just don't call it a VD discount.
Do you know what it is now? It is now.
I thought you were trying to put Ryan's up.
Yeah, so we both got
the 34
double G.
I think you'll find it's the 34 double V, Vaping Vinny.
Yeah, man. And I'm far bigger than a 34.
Mate, that was so McGee.
Oh, good evening, Bearded Viking Customs. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hello.
How you doing?
Absolutely.
Man after my own heart.
Yeah, makes some amazing stuff. Makes some amazing
He
stuff.
does.
You've come in. Well, I feel like we I kind of want to run the show a bit longer now. But
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it.
if you haven't
Tell me your secrets for resin. Just
yeah, that's probably someone you want to chat to, Johnny.
I was actually just thinking that. I was like, I might shoot him a message afterwards and get some pointers and stuff like that. So
stuff, yeah. Really does. Really does.
Right then, Josh, let's go home.
Oh, I am home.
I'm not.
Because you live in a garage. Johnny's gassing himself out.
I am. Oh, you know when you fart and it just comes right up the middle and you weren't expecting it?
It makes it worse when you can taste it.
Yeah.
By the way,
I
while this
know everybody likes their own brand, but Jesus, fuck.
While this opportunity is here, I was going to shoot this out there. Mr. Bearded Viking Customs, you ever want to come on the show,
You're more than welcome.
if you'd like to come on the show and have a chat, we'd love to have you on. Be a pleasure to have you on. Come and show some of your gear, talk about your work. If you ever want to do that, we'd be more than happy to have you on. And if not, just come in and tune in. 8 o'clock UK time. I know.
And the man down the bottom would like to speak to you very muchly.
So yeah, if you ever do, just we'll drop you a message. I was just taking that completely shameless opportunity live on air.
Good idea, Josh. Save me doing it.
Yeah, not I'm trying to sound desperate. But anyway, it's been a pleasure, and we shall see you all next Friday, hopefully.
We will.
It will.
All right. So bye, everybody.
Bye everybody.